What's good, everybody? This is Ras Tien, and today I want to pay a tribute to Jason David Frank. Now, my audience is younger, so I'm going to put you up to speed with who he is. Jason David Frank was an actor and martial artist who played on the hit TV series Power Rangers as Tommy Oliver. He started out as an evil character at first, known as the Green Ranger, and he transitioned into the White Ranger. And then he even went on to the next couple of series known as Power Rangers Zeo, where he was the Red Zeo Ranger, Power Rangers Turbo, where he came in as the first Red Turbo Ranger. And he even made a special cameo appearance in Power Rangers Wild Force, returning as one of the former Red Rangers. He was also in Power Rangers Dino Thunder, which he came back as the Black Dino Ranger. And he also came back to reprise his role as the Green Ranger yet again in the season finale of Power Rangers Super Mega Force, as well as the series Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. So he was a very well accomplished fighter, where he also did amateur MMA, where he had a total of 4 wins, 2 by knockout, 2 by submission, as well as mixed martial arts, where he had like a total of like 1 win by submission. And he studied various different martial arts, such as Shotokan Karate, Taekwondo, Judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai. You bet. So the reason why I'm making this video is because he was one of the people I looked up to as a kid. And unfortunately, he has passed away as of November 19th, 2022. He was 49 years old, right? He was originally from Covina, California, and he died in Texas. And this hit me hard because he was one of the people that inspired me to get into martial arts. When I was a kid, I used to watch Power Rangers. I used to have the action figures. I used to watch a lot of the series. You know, it was very popular for kids like me growing up in the early 90s and into like the early 2000s, right? So the reason he died was because he committed suicide. And apparently it was because of him and his wife, who was going through a divorce, right? Apparently him and his wife had 2 arguments that same day. And at 5 a.m., his wife called to check up on him, and she got no response, so she called the police, and they came in there and found him hanging. So he hung himself to death. Now, it's very sad when you see someone committing suicide, especially someone who is as such a great guy and talented as himself, who was a very good man. I actually met him in person when I was at a anime convention. And he was a really cool guy. He was a Christian man. You would have never thought a guy like him would commit suicide. And I made a video on how I don't respect people who commit suicide, but in his case, because he has such a big impact on my life, and I understand how divorce can be, because, speaking from experience, I can understand how things can be a little rocky for you when you're trying to start over a new life without a person who you've been married to for so long. And this man had 4 kids, you know? So as someone who's been through divorce and someone who's also a father, I understand how he felt, but I still don't think he should have committed suicide for that. But the reason I really really I feel affected by this is because, like I said, he was like a hero to me. He represented real strength and manliness to me as a child. I mean, the guy, and again, he's talented. He even came up with his own martial art, which was a hybrid martial art called Tusso Kundo, right? He was a martial arts instructor. He was a father, a husband, an actor, a role model, and he will be missed. So, Jason, Jason David Frank, rest in power. And I hope that while you're in heaven, you keeping it morphed up. All right. Well, y'all, this is a sad moment for me, but I prayed for that man's children and for his family. As I said, you will be missed. That's all for today. Love, peace, and coconut grease. I'll holla at you.